Okay, quick tutorial on how to get Kontakt to play multiple outputs with one sound, in case you want to do your own mixer stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to make a dummy file. I'm going to open Kontakt. I'm going to choose any old sound I got here. Any old sound, there it is. This is what we're used to seeing. Sound here, keyboard at the bottom. If you'll notice here, hang on, I'm going to open up the original Kontakt instance, and I'm going to make sure that I have something routed to it here. Yes. Okay, so there's our sound being played and coming out the single contact audio track that gets inserted with the synth. Okay, all the sounds are coming out that same output. What I want to do is split them off, like if you were going to do a drum kit or something. So what we do is we go to the output section, and you can do this globally beforehand and default save it so that it's always like this if you like. When you hit the output icon, this little mixer comes up. There's one stereo output and some auxiliaries. What we need to do is add some channels, as many as you want. For now, I'm just going to add one set of 2 channels, and I'm going to choose what it's going to be called here. And what I want to do is KT stereo 1 is here, and that's stereo, so there's going to be 2 channels on that. So KT1 and KT2 are already there. The next one on the list is auxiliary, which is what I'm going to select here. Ignore that these are called auxiliary. It'll move them over, and it'll move them out of the way, and it will name them KT1 and 2 because I've chosen 2 tracks here to make stereo. This is where you would say make a default, but I'm not going to do that right now. So when I hit OK, it's going to give me a second stereo track here. Okay, but when I play the sound, it's still coming out my original Kontakt thing. So what we want to do is now route something to that new bus, and we could have put 8 of them in, or 16, whatever you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a sound. Now this isn't a standard drum kit, it's a bunch of loops. But any sound in Kontakt, when you click on the settings icon, this little wrench here, and you go to your group editor button right here, it shows you in this window all the little samples and chunks that are involved in this patch. So they all have a number, and when you play them, you can see which one you're dealing with. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick whatever's on C3 here. And there it is. It's this one here. So that's the one I want to edit. So I'm going to click on it. This could be multiple things, but I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to take this button off. It says edit all the groups. That means it will edit all these things. They call them groups. But I just want to edit one of them for now. So I'm going to turn that off, all these uncheck, and we still have number 2 is checked. And you'll see it's still routed to my original output. So now for number 2, we want to go to the output section here. It gives you an output. Let's select to bus 1. And let's go down to ST2, which is the stereo channel we added. I'm going to click that. And voila, it's going to ST2, but we don't hear nothing, and it's not going to our Kontakt anymore. All I see is the MIDI info here, and the reason being is we need an audio track. So we put in an audio track. Again, you could have done this beforehand and insert 8 of them, or pick your Kontakt 8 channel ins and outs thing or whatever. I'm just going to do it for this one. We go to input, we select Kontakt, and we go to, there it is, KT stereo 2, and I'm going to pick the stereo version of the track because you could do left or right. I'm going to do stereo, and there it is. So now our sound is being, just that sound by the way, if I play anything else on the keypad, it's being routed to our original Kontakt outputs. If I play the C3, which I edited, there it is. So let's say if I went to this, let's pick a new sound now. Here's one on 13. Let's select that one and also send it there. There it is. So all my other tracks are going to the original except for this one and this one. And here now I can add whatever kind of effects or EQs or whatever you might want to do, and it will affect only that part of the sound. Okay, so that could be a kick or a snare drum in a drum kit patch. So you can do that beforehand, and then anytime you want, it's just as simple as going and editing those sounds. like that. Okay, that's it. Enjoy.